unhappy in the same way. The rhythm of the epic novel War and Peace is eerily suited to life in lockdown. Over the past 15 years, Yi Yunli, a Chinese-American author, has read War and Peace at least a dozen times. Here, her hardback copy of Leo Tolstoy's 1,200 pages cigar blisters with colored notes, like some exotic lizard's spine. The novel is not just a masterclass in fiction, Miss Lee believes, but a remedy for distress, the most difficult time in her life. She said she has turned to it again and again, resumed by its solidarity in the face of uncertainty. War and Peace, originally titled The Year 1805, is widely considered in the world. It is also among the most doting. Acknowledged Richard Perry, one of these translators, as vast as Russia itself. Its huge canvas encompassed not just Napoleon's war against the Russian and Austro-Hungarian empires from 1805 to 1812, but a cast whose actions and emotions spare the breath of human conscience. As John Wood, a literary critic, has noted, Tolstoy is the superior novelist of human contradiction. His epic is an unparalleled examination of how people respond to the produce of both war and ordinary time. So large is Tolstoy's world, Miss Lee reckoned that there could be no better companion for people trapped in isolation. She conceived a virtual book club to sustain readers through the lockdown. Participants around the globe would plop through its doorstep together and share their thoughts on social media. With Bridge Human of a Peace Place, a literature review based in Brooklyn, she christened the project of Tolstoy together. It will be an echo in uncertain times to this amazement, which is began in middle March. 3,000 people on 6 continents signed up. Other book clubs has sprung up to discuss great literature during the pandemic. Some are reading Soso's Decameron, a story cycle set among the Black Death. Others, The Plague, an agricultural tale by Albert Cohn. But today's novel reflects the atmosphere of life in quarantine time, but if more obscurely. Its alternate structure tortures between battlefields and the salons of Russian high society mirrors the disorientating split its readers' own attention between their own personal austere states and the calamity unfolding outside. Those who have begun the book before might have skimmed the war sections. Now they seize this forefront, the main and awful action which, like the news from Wuhan, Berlin, and New York, overshadows the drawing room intricacies. Paragraphs with today's crisis are inescapable. On the very first page, any paragraph, a St. Petersburg hostess came down with his grip a flute but hold his sorrow nevertheless. Among talk of Napoleon and the war, he examines Can one be calm in time like this if one have any feeling? Hurricane Horosky, a reader in Toronto, shared the quote on Twitter. Note really that it cut a bit close to the bone. The realms of the Renaissance too is analogous to the woozy moment of empathic time. At the prescribed 30 minutes a day, readers move on peculiar slow pace through battle and duels, death and marriage, proposals and balls, if as Miss Lee climbed. The book contains everything about life. It also mimics the temporal experience of real life. There are none of the leaps and flashbacks that many modern novelists go for. Everything just gone on, he explained. Time just goes on, exactly like how we live. He had planted the readings to last for 3 months, and though the end point of the fiction action may be distant, it is still somehow possible, like the eventual lifting of the lockdown. More strikingly, readers have instantly recognized themselves in the seething emotion that course through all Tolstoy's characters. None is even reader stable. Prince Andrew Borowski swims absently between ignorance and father. Pierre Bergson is forever thinking one thing and saying another. Young Nikolai Roscoe, in court of the Tsar, is eager to die. The bolt away like a terrified hare. The amplified extremity of emotion during extreme times, tweeted Chris Bolton, a reader in Minneapolis. I can relate. Tolstoy journals to the capture these confused internal battles, which are never more evident than amid the cabin fever of contact, the escalating closeness and experimentation with loved ones. Closure trap joined pains of liberation. He showed us we can have many things at once, says Matt Hughes, who compiled the observation of Miss Lee and others into a weekly newsletter. People are always complicated, Torres insists. One must constantly find new footing in their shifting world. As great art can, the novel is helping its reader adjust to their own uncertainty reality. As George Soros, another American novelist, put it, today observe humankind the way God sees us, with empathy and forgiveness, implicitly encouraging readers to view themselves with the same generosity. The book club itself embodies the common humanity that the coronavirus has pointed up a paradigmical rich connection with strangers who are widely dismissed yet linked by other predicaments and imaginations. Whether listening is to an audiobook while working or clapping at the end of exhausting homeschooling day, thousands of isolated souls are on the same page. The readers are on entertaining, highly literary brooch waiting in every day while erudite analyze and ferreting quarters. They are line by line comparisons of different translations and revelation about Tolstoy and his miserable marriage to Sophia, who were bearing and bringing up several children and edited the manuscripts 7 times. They are self with the book, photos of pens with the book, a board of birches with the book, linked to the film and paintings and poems, and the Tolstoy tattoo feature, the come of 1812. It's not just too late to start. There were still hundreds of pages to go. Art intimates life and life responds in kind. Once readers tweeted the famous chart made by Charles Maillard of Napoleon lose in his campaign of 1912, the same chart to which, a day later, a critical care doctor in New York referred to illustrate the wandering of hospital supply as the pandemic struck. Another reader shared a line from a letter that Vasky Grosov, sometimes called the Soviet Trotsky, wrote to his daughter from the Battle of Stalingrad. Bombers, shellers, hailstones, Grossman reported, it's impossible to read anything except war and peace.